Hi everyone, welcome back to the Wind Waker. So in the previous part I collected the rest of the Triforce charts that I still had to get, finishing with the ghost ship and farming for quite a lot of rupees. So in this video I'm going to go and get them all deciphered. I can't actually open, well I can open them but I can't read them until I've had them deciphered, so I'm going to go and take care of that right now. I'll warp to Tingle Island really quickly. It's right here. As we saw a couple of videos ago when I looked at the chart and it made that funny sound when I put the chart away, this is where Tingle Island is. So let me just warp there. There's 8 charts that I've got to get through, and he charges a ridiculous price for just one of them. So yeah, like I said, that's why we need so much money. Let me show you a cool little trick here. Actually, saves you a little bit of time. You don't actually have to get out the boat. You can just hookshot yourself onto land by using the post box here, and then you can just do the same thing to get to the top of the ladder really quick. Just ladder climbing is really slow, so. Here's the little Tingle slaves. I think they like complain about like the main Tingle abusing them or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, whatever. Maybe it's like they said there was one down there. I didn't see another one, but who cares anyway. Here's Tingle. I'm going to stand on this ledge and talk to him. So hopefully, in a second, I'm going to fall off of here. Let's see what happens. It might take him a bit, like when I actually pick up the chart. So, he takes the chart off you, deciphers it with his stupid magic words, and takes a hell of a lot of money off of you. So let's see what happens. Am I going to fall? I might not. I did. Okay, cool. So I interrupted that cutscene and then did the item grab thing again at the bottom. And because of this, there's going to be a weird camera dynamic here for the entire rest of this. And he's charging 398 rupees the entire time. And when you're down here, you actually can't hear his magic words being said out loud, but you can still see him having a fit up there. So, like I said, 8 of these to get through. Just going to fast forward this. There's not really too much to say here. It's kind of, I guess, fun to listen to that rupee thing going down so much, you know, because I guess they are going to good use, because you can't actually advance in the game unless you do this. And I think it's the same sound that it makes when you gain rupees, so in a way I feel like I'm actually doing something rather than losing something here. I mean, you can see like the beating that the wallet has taken already, and I think I'm just about halfway done with it, so yeah, there's quite a lot of money necessary for this game. I'm going to end up with about 200 rupees or so left over, I think, because I was over the mandatory amount that you need, the mandatory minimum, which was 3,184. Because that's just what 8 times 398 happens to be. So I've got 2 more left to do, and yeah, it'll put me down to about 200 or so left. And then we can leave this island and go ahead and start digging these things out of the ocean. So it's worth noting that, like, even though I know already, because I've played the game before, like where all these Triforce shards are going to be buried and stuff like that, they won't actually appear there unless I do 3 things. The first of them, obviously, is to get the Triforce charts, and then I have to get them deciphered. And then the third thing, which might not be immediately obvious, you actually have to pause the game and manually open all of them, or else the thing just won't appear, and you won't be able to dig it out of the ocean. Now, I already opened this one a few videos ago, so I'll just quickly run through the rest of these and open them. So, like, if you were playing this game and, you know, didn't know that the Incredible chart tells you where these things are, like, which was the case for me when I was younger, you'd kind of be screwed here, trying to like make sense of what these islands could be. You know, some of them are more obvious than others. Like I think this one might be outset, or there is one that's outset. He actually does tell you on the Incredible chart, and like before, he is gonna mark them off for us as we get them. So let me jump into my boat. There is a storage spot on Tingle Island there, but it's really difficult to do, and it's just like too tall. I don't want to have to worry about it. And if you screw it up, you have to actually bomb boost yourself back up. So we'll head to Windfall. There's going to be a few Ballad of Gales cutscenes in this video, so I'll just fast forward all of them like always, because there's really no need for us to see this more than once anyway. Could edit them out, but that's too much effort. So where I'm heading is actually the Wind Temple, and the Wind Temple's way back there, directly north actually. It's on the other side of this island. My wind is garbage. It's like southeast right now. It is completely useless for what I need. But I don't want to change it, because for the vast majority of digging up these shards, that wind's actually preferable. So I'm going to get storage here and super from there instead. Okay, hopefully not too many attempts on this thing. Get it this time? Okay, cool. Second try, not bad. So, making sure not to accidentally store any text or anything like that. Don't need it. Just run over to the coast. And the island I'm headed for is that one back there. Now, I'm going to have to bring my boat up with me, and in order to do that, I'm going to have to enter the building that houses the Wind Temple. I'm not actually going to enter the temple itself. There's no need for that anymore. It's a bit of a bad swim, really. Just shoot my way from the island a little bit. Hopefully I can turn them around now. I don't really need a tremendous amount of speed here. Obviously it is just one quadrant away, so I think we'll just release it there. It should be more than enough though. Can I get a hole in one? No, I got pretty far up the island though, so as you see my boat isn't there. Got to nip in here and just make them spawn, so when I come back out of here my boat will be here. It's just quicker than saving and quitting, I suppose, and getting them to appear this way. So I know where this particular shard is, but you can always see where they are once you're sailing around and things, because, so let me just turn around quickly, there's always like a big pillar of light coming out of the ocean, so I'm going to try and do some kind of zigzag motion, or at least I'll get over to like here so that I can kind of go perpendicular to the wind. The best way to do this is, actually I need my grappling hook, if you press L to bring the camera behind the boat and keep it in that view, with your sail out, as soon as you start to hear the thing, just press the grappling button and it'll work. So let's see, like this hopefully is going to be close enough. There's always an item next to the chest, or like just slightly off. Yeah, there it is, the urn, or the pot. Nah, it's definitely an urn. So, oh god, hopefully this guy's not gonna... Oh, okay, he's way overshot me. So yeah, as you saw there, that thing was right next to where the chest was. So it is kind of precise. I think there's only ever like one urn in like an area like that, so like I wouldn't really have to worry about it more than once unless I dug in the exact same spot, which would never really happen. So that's the first of 8 shards. The next one, I believe, is... Oh, I guess we're going this way. The next one is 2 quadrants east of here, 1 quadrant north of Dragon Roost. It is not that island there, is it? It's like a... I don't think we can actually see it right now. It's... Let me just bring up the incredible chart, show you guys where everything is. So as you see, he's marked that one off, and yeah, it's like a little island with lots of... It's an island cluster, I think, with lots of like small sections. But yeah, there's no need for me to really do much here. I'm just going to fast forward this. I think it's probably quicker if I just fast forward it while holding the sail out. The video will be quicker than if I left it at normal speed and like sail pumped. I mean, I could try and, you know, have my cake and eat it too by doing this, but I'm actually probably losing time a lot of the time by doing this because my pumps are really inefficient. And at that point it might be quicker just to leave this out, although it does still look like it might be saving time. Oh, whatever. We're almost there anyway. You can see the island that I was talking about just ahead. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of, like, oh, there's a submarine there, like the one that I got that bottle out of ages ago. There's a lot of little oddities like that in the ocean, and I think once I'm done with this playthrough, I'm probably going to do a 100% run through of this, just on my own. I'm not going to record it or stream it or anything. Just want to do it for fun. Because I've never actually beaten this game 100%, and a lot of my playthroughs are 100% playthroughs. This one's just simply far too long of a game. There's too much disagreement in my mind about like what 100% is. I would think that you'd have to like take pictures of everything and get all the figures and stuff. So okay, I'll get a little bit closer to it. When you see it disappear, just press L, keep your sail out, and when you hear it, just pull out the grappling hook, and hopefully I didn't overshoot that there. I think I was a little bit late. This is a good blind spot for these guys here. They can never actually hit you, which is just as well, because I'd have to probably kill all 3 of them if they could, because yeah, the chest location doesn't really change. It's quite precise, like I said before. But that's 6 of them. I'm going to warp to the next kind of section of the map, because there's no more at the very top of it, so I'm going to head down to Greatfish, and there's one actually at Greatfish. We haven't been there in a couple of videos now. It's still weird for me to see this island during the day, especially after all the cool stuff that we did at it during Endless Night, way back at the start of the playthrough. So my wind is absolutely atrocious here. I'm going to have to do some zigzag carry on to get my butt over to the island. It's going to take a while actually, so... But yeah, it's just, look at this shit. Still the quickest way though. I know where the shard is, yeah, you can see it right there. I guess if I just come out a little bit more kind of creates the illusion of progress, even though there's not really much going on. You know, stuff like this makes me wonder if it'd be faster just to change the wind here, even though I'd need to change it back. Like I said, having it at southeast is actually very favourable for pretty much the entire thing, except for probably this one, and the wind tempo one by a super farm there, so that's cool. Okay, we're getting closer every second. I kept my eye on the bit of the screen that was at there, so I guess I'm just going to cruise the rest of it. We can enjoy the scenery. Look at that bit of a Jaboon's door thing, because he used to live on this island before the events of this game happened. So yeah, just being real quiet so I can hear it. Go a little bit further than I usually do here because I am just cruising rather than sailing. Hopefully this is not another urn. Hopefully we have the chest, and we do. Cool. There's loads of things that you can dig out of the ocean in this game, and I'm not really doing any of them except for these, because they're just kind of a waste of time really, unless you're going for 100%, and then you have to get like all the charts and stuff. So the next one that I want to grab is over here. It's the island dead ahead, just slightly offshore from that. This is the island that had one of the little enemy rooms in it in like 2 videos ago, I think. And it's like the kind of easier one. It's Stonewatcher. The harder one was Overlook. That was away up there. Is that Dragon Roost? Must know. Might be. It's probably a fairy island actually. Anyway. Yeah, there's not a tremendous amount to really say during this section, as I'm sure you've gathered by now. Just trying to make it as interesting as I can. You know, if it's like just sailing one quadrant, I probably don't need to fast forward it. It's probably simpler just to go like this, because it gives me time to point out some of the problems that I'm probably going to have in just a minute. Maybe not on this island, but certainly at the next one. So there's more of these little battleships. Hopefully they're not going to be a nuisance, but I know that there is something coming up that will be. So let's just wait until oh, actually really far away from it. Wait till I hear the thing, and then okay. Hopefully I didn't overshoot it there. I feel like I might actually have done that, but yeah, I did. So I saw it hitting the ocean floor there. It didn't take too long to do it. I'll just rotate him 90 degrees and see if this helps. It should put him in like the next little area. Okay, so please don't be the urn. Okay, cool. Brilliant. So the next shard after this is probably the worst one out of all of them, really. God, I guess they did hit me in the end, but I managed to dig it up without that happening at least. So let me just wait, I'm going west. This ain't where I want to go. Forgot I rotated them 90 degrees. I want to go over to the Triangle Island where I planted one of the pearls much earlier in the game. You can see it dead ahead right now. And this one is a real nuisance to dig up because there's a lot of sea hats nearby. And you know, I actually am going to get my bow out because I'm planning on executing every single one of them. At least the ones that are close to where the chest is, because it's just going to make it so difficult. This was always a big time loss in runs as well. Always worth it to just kill these things. So I guess it's going to turn to night soon. Yeah, that's why it's getting all stormy and stuff. There's a fairy island. Can we see anything else while we're doing this? Not really. There's Tower of the Gods. I'll be going back there soon. So yeah, you can see these guys already. These 3 that are like really far. Actually, no, it's probably the ones that are closer, right? I don't remember where exactly the chest is, so hopefully the game stops suddenly lagging like that. Just kill these, because they are going to get in my way. They like to run towards you, which is actually helpful. It makes it really easy to shoot them. So hopefully... Does it count if it goes through the ocean? I think they're too far away, actually. I don't want to get so close that that thing disappears and I like lose track of where it is. So here's one coming just now. I can kill him, right? Okay, I did. Thank goodness I've got 99 arrows. Alright, I'll kill this guy too, and that should be us. We should be good after this. Come on. Brilliant. So I'm just going to do the same thing I usually do. Wait for the sound. And I feel again that I might have overshot this. I could just be getting worried for nothing though. Hopefully this is not an urn. Okay, it's the chest, and that's, I believe, our 4th one, right? No, it's our 5th one, sorry, so we've got 3 left to get. Cool. The rest of them, I'll have a quick look at the incredible chart again, just to show you where they are. So I've got all the ones that are kind of, you know, high up. The other ones are all southern, a lot more southern. So I guess I'll go and get the one at the bottom right for now. Just... Oh wait, this ain't the Wind Waker. I'm not used to not having the Wind Waker out when I'm in the boat. So I will warp all the way down to Forest Haven, and again my wind should be nice and favourable for this. I believe it's just like one quadrant straight east of this, but I've already forgotten, even though I literally just looked at the incredible chart. I love emphasising the fact that it's like IN-incredible. It's not just the word incredible, it's incredible. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is kind of a minor nuisance here, how it always goes back to this, but it goes back to the treasure chart and not the incredible one where I left it. So yeah, straight east. This way. And that's not where I'm going. It's much further on than this, isn't it? Actually, maybe that is where I'm going. Alright, let's head there. I thought it was maybe that thing though, because I feel like I'm going really north right now. Yeah, I think it's that island over there. Although saying that, oh, I don't know. No, it is this one. Yeah, because I guess I forgot like how close to the edge of the quadrant Forest Haven actually is. Yeah, because there's the chart right there. Just sail pump our way there. I much prefer sailing at night. I think I've mentioned this before. It's a lot more relaxing. So just wait until we hear it. And pull out our grappling hook. Hopefully this connects. Cool. If you're wondering the length of time that it takes for the grapple to actually reach the chest or the bottom of the ocean or whatever, and to pull it back up, it's completely random. There's no way that we know to like, manipulate this. So, you know, some of them have been really short. So like in a speedrun that'd actually be pretty good. I don't really know if there's anything you can do other than just hope really. So since my wind is easterly, I'm going to go to outset and then get the one a couple quadrants away just by sailing to it. If my wind was more west pointed, then I would probably go to Southern Fairy and do them in reverse order, but yeah. So I know where this one is as well. It's behind outset. My wind is pretty good for this. I can just run around behind it and pick it up that way, and then I'm heading... That's the Earth Temple, it's like the quadrant beyond that I want to go to. This will be the last time that I go to outset. It's kind of sad actually. So there it is there. Let's just line ourselves up and wait for the sound. I really feel like this one could be an urn, because I think my position was a little bit too far to the right there. Let's just have a look and see. Oh, no, got it. Cool. Love it. So this is our penultimate Triforce shard, just one more left to grab, and it's the one that's 2 quadrants away from here. Let me think. So something that's interesting is like Jaboon just never comes back. I don't know why. I don't know how to get him to show up again. I don't know if it's possible, but I am sure as hell not going to sail in really too much here, because I'll go until the water stops moving and see if he comes back out. Nah, I don't think he's going to. All right, whatever. Let's just jump out of the boat. There was no real point to coming in here, I just wanted to show off that fact. In situations like this, it's always quicker to leave as Link, because then the boat will just spawn with you, because there's no wind in there, so I'd have to cruise with the boat. It would just take like a year. Okay, so I guess I could try... Oh, okay, we'll go for it. I'm going to try and do this super swim strat, rather than just sailing there, just to make things a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to run over to my favourite storage spot right after I see if you can get it here, because I'm now curious about that. Looks like maybe you could. Oh, well, maybe someone more talented than me could. I swear I'm pressing this, like... Yeah, okay, maybe not. So, just head back to where I used to get it. I'm not going to fight these things, just a waste of time. And pull out the Wind Waker and grab storage here. I'm just going to save state abuse this, because it is a bit of an annoying one to not get if you start going for it. I can remember in speedruns I would sometimes go for this and sometimes I wouldn't bother, because like I said, it's just it's quite a stressful one. You'll see why that is in a sec. So let's just jump into the water and start charging this thing, and I'm going to stay kind of close to the docks really. Why is my little mini-map not there? Why did that come up? Alright, cool. I'm going to stay close to the dock so I can hopefully get some air refills. Not a big deal if I can't. But yeah, we're just going 2 quadrants east to here. My super swim is going to be bad, so I will... Actually, no, this is where I want to go. It's this island right here. So, wow, that was actually really good. There's the Triforce thing right there. You see it there. So I'll just leave him kind of against the side of this, and hopefully he'll drown. Spawn on it, and this will give me my boat here. There's a point where you can run up on like a ramp that I've now appeared on. And I could have spawned on the island that way, but then I'd have to save warp to bring my boat to me. So, and the wind is still great. Brilliant. So hopefully I can pick this one up without too much trouble. So wait this side of the island here, just waiting for that sound. There we go. Okay. Let's fast forward this, hopefully no urn. So we only got one urn if I don't have one here, which is some pretty good luck to be honest. So that's the last of the shards. I now have the complete Triforce and I can move towards the actual end game section now, which is it's back in Hyrule. So there we go, on the pause menu, everything's kind of complete in the way of like quest status items at least ones that are required for the story. So he's just going to tell you to go back to the Tower of the Gods, so let me just quickly warp to that, and you will head back down to Hyrule for the third and final time in the game. So yeah, my wind is really going to be a nuisance here, because I think it puts you like just east of Tower of the Gods, so my wind is really going to suck. If I remember correctly, that is. I could be wrong about this. It's been a while since I've done it. But you actually need to go inside the circle thing. Yep, okay, this is bad. It does make me wonder something though, like what happens if you just walk in there? Well, not walk in there, but like go in as Link. We're about to find out. Because I don't think you have to get that far in. I made a save state when I was at the boat, by the way, just in case this doesn't work. I would imagine it would. Okay, cool. So after a cutscene where the Triforce of Courage appeared on Link's hand or whatever, we're now down in Hyrule again. I can leave whenever I want to go back to the surface if there's any other stuff that I need to do up there, but there isn't that I want to do. So I'm just going to stay in Hyrule for the rest of this. It really is a really nice looking place. It looks like there's quite a lot of stuff, and you can kind of, I guess, pinpoint parts of it that would have been the old Hyrule. Obviously this would be like Lake Hylia or whatever. Doesn't look exactly geographically accurate, but that's fine. There's not really anything that I need to do in here. Oh, that was some wonderful lag there. Let's just head inside. So Hyrule Castle's had a bit of a makeover, unfortunately, now that Ganon's back. The statue's fallen off, and the statue of the old Link has very horribly been defaced here. I just want to show off what happens when you try to leave, because I think the barrier comes back, right? Yeah. This makes me wonder if, like, can I just do what I did before? Or do I actually need to go inside there? Because there's a cutscene that plays inside the bit where Zelda is. And I'm guessing you do need to do that to make Ganon appear, but I'm probably just going to try this anyway, just because I'm going to be a jackass, I guess. Let's pull these items out, make a quick save state just in case this all blows up in my face somehow. And... oh, okay, well, you know what, forget it. I'm pretty certain that you need to go in here anyway. I don't know why they'd... I was going to say, I don't know why they'd let you skip that, but I guess they wouldn't. That would just be us being extracurricular again. So I'm actually going to want these these items here. Get my ice arrows out and jump down. So here's Zelda. I'm going to have to fight some Iron Knuckles here, or Darknuts. Sorry, not Iron Knuckles. I don't even remember if there's really a difference. I know that like the Iron Knuckles are pretty much Ocarina of Time's version of Darknuts anyway. So yeah. Ganon's now talking to me. Zelda's away. That was a fake one, I guess. So she's with him. It's like a mini-boss fight here, but it's not really any different from fighting these other guys. Except I think they have like an extra layer of armor or something. So let me just try and see if I can double parry them, or like get them both with one. Can I get it? No, I can't because he's doing that. So hopefully I can... yeah, okay. I got both of the helmets off that time. Cool. So just the usual thing here. I don't want to pick up that Knight's Crest. I don't think I've picked a single one of them up actually in this run so far, except for right there, so there you go. That was totally not a waste of time. Anyway, the fire disappears and I just grab this, might as well, right? Make up some of the money that I wasted on Tingle. Can head back outside now and get past the barrier. Legit. Although, I don't know. I was going to say I'll do the glitch anyway, just for the hell of it. But, you know, we saw it in an earlier video, so who gives a crap. Just head back outside in this case. So, there is a long, or tall barrier surrounding all of this. You can't really see it. It's invisible until you get close, but it's like essentially infinitely high. And those of you who have watched runs in this game will know that it's been like our dream to skip it for a long time. We've skipped like pretty much half of the game. I think you could like get down to Hyrule 1 like after placing the 3 pearls, and then you could hopefully just go and kill Ganon, but that's not possible. There is a weird difference between the Japanese and the English version. The first 2 parts of it, one is that on the Japanese one, in a way I wish I'd played on it just so I could show this one thing off, but you can actually just do this and land kind of on the bridge, because the invisible wall above it isn't very tall, but on English it is. And this, in Japanese, this allows you to run off the edge and like sort of touch the barrier, which triggers a cutscene where it's dispelled, and then die before the cutscene like properly starts. It just lets you skip it. It's like a 30-second scene or something like that. Lets you skip it. On English, even if we did get over there, it wouldn't be possible, because simply running into the barrier does not trigger the cutscene in English. You actually have to swing your sword like this. So I'll just fast forward this a little bit here. You'll see kind of how tall this is, or at least how much of it the game is going to actually show you now that it solidifies. It's probably not going to show the whole thing. We have looked into this though, and it does go incredibly high, probably much taller than how it looked right there. But the barrier is now shattered, and I can now get to the rest of Hyrule, which you know, when I played this game for the first time, I was like, oh my god, I'm finally here. I'm going to get to go and look at all of this stuff over there. And all of this stuff over here, all these ruins and everything. It's going to be so interesting. I'm going to see like which parts of it remind me of Ocarina of Time and everything. I can go like swimming and stuff down there. Yeah, none of it's possible. You can't like jump attack onto this. I don't think I can leaf onto it either, even if I do it from like really high up, like that. I think it's still got like an invisible wall above it. See, you can't like bomb boost yourself onto this because there's an invisible wall surrounding all of these ledges. So you're pretty much forced at this point just to I didn't mean to do that, I meant regular arrows, just to follow the path really. That's all that Hyrule is in this game, it's just a straight path. So yeah, quite disappointing. Would have been a lot nicer if more Hyrule was in this. I'm actually going to kill all these enemies just so they don't get in my way later on, because there is still some cool things that I can do down here, despite the fact that it is just one kind of long path. I'll just shoot this thing. The first of these is I'm going to shoot this guy with an ice arrow. Yeah, it lets you pick him up. So I'm going to make a save state here and pick him up just as he starts to thaw there. Just like that. I'll pick him up now. Okay, I guess I was a little bit too late there. In a better spot. Make sure it says left on the A button and not pick up, because if it's pick up, you'll pick up his weapon instead. Okay, we're gonna get it this time. Alright, cool. No, oh, you know what it is? It's because I think it's because I'm holding something. Yeah, okay. Try it without holding anything, and then, okay. But my timing was bad that time. There's a lot of things that go into this. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted. Alright, okay. You know what? Forget it. We'll do it with the other moblin. There's 2 of them. Thank goodness for that. So I'll freeze him. I'll stand here with my bow away. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it's okay. My bow's away now, so I can lift him up. And hopefully... Why is it not working? Maybe you have to be at the other side of him or something. I don't know. Let's just see if we can get it this time. Yeah, okay, so now I've picked him up, and he's going apeshit, which is causing Link to go apeshit. Look at this. So it's like I'm kind of moving with moblin speed, and you can actually use this to get over this barrier here. But I'm not going to do that for now. I'm just going to run around until something like this happens, I suppose. If he's going down, I'm certainly taking him with me, as I just did. So yeah, I just wanted to show off that silly little trick. But yeah, at this point I am just going to head all the way over there. You can see Ganon's tower away in the background. It's actually worth noting that I don't think it's in this scene, because I did look around for this extensively, but in the scene at the very end of the game with the final battle on top of Ganon's castle, in the background imagery, which you can't actually see because it's surrounded by waterfalls, there's like a little cave somewhere. I'll put a link to this, like a picture of it, in the description, because it is really interesting. Which it kind of suggests that maybe originally the Hyrule section was a lot more expansive. I think if they got rid of like the Triforce hunt and made it so that the final stretch of the game all took place down here, that'd be nice, but I guess it would make the ocean kind of mostly useless. But yeah, we're almost at Ganon's tower now. I'm going to kill this guy. Let me just actually do it the usual way. Hopefully I can get the helmet attack here. Cool. Get my ice arrows out. There's absolutely no need to kill him because obviously Ganon's tower is right there. Except that I'm not actually going to go to Ganon's tower, because some of the stuff that I told you earlier was while intended to be true by the developers, not entirely so. You can actually get onto these outside sections. The way you want to do it is to stand kind of roughly in the middle of this thing. It's like this sort of archway, sort of stand in the middle of it, pull out your hook shot and aim here, and hopefully if you do it at the right spot, it'll probably will take you a few tries. If you do it at the right spot, Link will stand on top of this. So I'm going to make a safe state here because this movement here is a little bit tricky. And what you effectively want to do is sort of go inwards. Don't go too far out because there is an invisible wall surrounding the outside of it. And just leaf your way across and you can get over this now. So now I can land out of bounds and I can go and freely explore Hyrule, most of which is invisible, as you can see here. So there are a bunch of invisible floors here, but a surprising amount of this stuff is actually solid. And quite a lot of it is like this as well. And it leads you into a pit, so you've got to be careful with that. That's why I'm using save states. Just make sure you don't... Yeah, there's little bits like this as well, which are kind of a nuisance to navigate here. But I think if you just like do like some weird leaf mechanics, you can kind of go over those little slippery bits. This, of course, is fake as well. I'm pretty much going to go around this as much as I can. It's so weird that like some of these things look like you should be slipping on them, but you just don't. So this is all solid down here. I'm just making save states every few steps because I'm deathly afraid. I'm trying to remember how far you can actually get. I know you can get like all the way up there, I think. I feel like you can anyway, so I don't really need to show anything over here. This is just like kind of useless stuff. But yeah, like I said, I think you can actually get all the way up here. And the little sort of music effect that's playing, I don't want to call it a song, is the same thing that plays in the forest at the start of the game. So this is cool. Like, this is obviously far too steep. You'd think you'd be sliding on this, but I can actually side hop up it just because it's fun, therapeutic to do so. So here's something that looks like Stonehenge. Let's have a look, see how much of this we can explore here. Obviously it's all fake. I think maybe the ground below this is fake. Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. I mean, I can pull the leaf out and have a look around, but you'll notice that as soon as you get to a certain height, he just fades out anyway, so don't go in there. I think pretty much all the land from here on out is fake except for like this sort of panel that I'm on right now. I think when you get over to like here, you can see where it starts to dip. I think up at this peak here is like as far as you can get. So, oh, could be wrong. Maybe it's like down at this end of it then. So as you can see, you can actually get quite far away from the intended route here, which is really cool. Yeah, I think this is, you can sort of see where the polygons meet here. It's a little bit hard to tell because they're all kind of the same shade and stuff, but this bit's fake. Okay, what happens if we, it's quite useful to see it like this actually. So thank goodness some of it's fake. Is this stuff down here fake? Yes it is. How about this other section right here? Is this fake too? It is. So I think it's safe to say this is like the furthest away you can get in Hyrule. All the ground to Link's left is fake. So alright, okay, let's do something else here. Let's go through the land. Just why not? Yeah. And we'll land actually no, I've got a better idea. I'm gonna see how high up I can get. So I'm gonna go at the top of this hill here to the highest point that you're able to get to in Hyrule, which I believe is the top of this hill. Gosh, it's really quite tall, isn't it? Let's just do this. See if that makes it any easier. Don't know why I'm whispering. Alright, so I guess 'cause it's like such a quiet area. Also, this isn't where I want to go. It's actually this point up here is the tallest point. And the reason I've done this is because I want to try and get on top of that castle roof there. So I'm going to use the soup glitch again, just to refill my magic, just for a little bit of insurance here. And I'm going to leaf pump all the way over there and see if we can make it. Hopefully I should be able to land on this thing like without too much trouble. I already know it's possible, I just don't want to have to redo this really. But yeah, the leaf pumps are just helping me maintain height, as we've seen a few times in this playthrough. Alright, cool. So yeah, you can run on this. I think you can. These aren't solid, are they? No, but the tops of them, I think they are. Well, I don't know actually. I can't really tell. It sort of seems like part of them are. This bit in here is, but I think you can walk through this, can't you? Yeah. So I don't want to do that. It puts me back down there anyway. So I think this is as far as you can get in terms of like being on the roof. I can leaf my way over there, and most of this building over here isn't solid. So let me just soup up again, and we'll take off for a second time and see where we can get to over here. So make a quick save state. I already know that I can't land on this. You just can't get high enough. I don't know if the bit right over there with the flags on it is solid or not. There's a big invisible wall around the kind of main part of this, but if you go around the side of it, you can actually see some interesting things that are like completely out of view normally. Parts of the castle that you're not supposed to ever see. So let's just do that. Let's see what's around here. See, I like doing this kind of thing in games, seeing all this unintended stuff. It's kind of why I get into like glitching and speedrunning and stuff like that. So I'm kind of running low on magic here. A blue thing would be bloody useful right now. I can probably go through this thing, right? Nope, that's where the invisible wall. Well, it's not invisible, but there's like little windows and stairs and all this stuff. None of it's solid, as we're about to find out when this runs out. So we'll just let them go through, and you can sort of see where the boat was over there because it is all on the same map. Okay, so let me bring up my save state again, and I've shown that off. I can now jump onto like the other section. So that's where I went to before was. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Where I went to before was like all the bits over there. It's on like the facing Ganon's castle. It's like the left side of the bridge. So this time I will go on this bit here. Let's pull my leaf out so I don't take too much damage. And as before, a lot of this stuff is fake, and there are a lot of slippery little parts of the path here and an invisible wall for some reason that I'm now on the other side of. See what we can find over here. I know that this section's a lot more limited. There's a lot less ground that you can cover on this side of it, but which is really a shame. There's just so much over here. One time, this is kind of sad, but like, and I did use a turbo controller to do it. I actually zombie hovered all the way over to like the edge of the brown mountains just to see what was there, and the answer was nothing, as you probably expected. So that was useless. See how far along here I can get. I feel like we're almost at, yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. So it's like kind of up to about this statue. See, normally you can tell when the invisible bit's going to start. Yeah, I guess, because normally the polygons kind of change, like I said. Can I get back on land here? Maybe. Is this bit even solid land? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Well, that was pointless. So maybe if I go around from this side, I can get higher up. I feel like you can get higher than I am right now. You can. A good way to do this actually is to bring out your skull hammer and smash the ground, and like if it just goes right through it, then it's fake, obviously. So this is all real, but it's not good ground. So let me see if I can recover from this. No, I can't because I'm now stuck outside the invisible wall. Thank goodness for save states. Let's run through this stuff again. But yeah, that trick that I used to get out of bounds on the bridge is really, really easy, and it's really old as well. I think, you know what I think the case is here? I think this side is going to make me slip down. This side is, oh never mind, I thought it was going to be fake. I thought I'd have to do some jump to get over that. So what can I do about this section? Can I like leaf onto it? Does that help? No. Maybe if I come over to this point here, I can do something with a leaf. No, it looks like, I think this might be as far as we can get, guys. Try jumping off and leafing my way across to like another bit. No. I'm really curious though, like I feel like I should be able to get further than this. So let's just run off. Nope, bad angle. Something like this. Let's see if I can get past that slippery bit. Just paying attention to see if Link like has a shadow, because if he doesn't then... okay, so that's like where it stops. Damn, I really want to know this though. Let's just see if we can... Let's just go as far as we can get with the leaf and see... Yeah, it still makes him slip. So, yep, there you go. I'll load the state one last time and just head back to the bridge, which as you can see is quite a while away, so I think I'll just leaf there. Or, yeah, I'll do this instead. Can I... Oh god, now I need to try this. Can I make it all the way across? Hopefully there's no... visible wall block me from getting back into this. Well, actually, I say back into it. I've never actually been over here yet, because I just went to that first bit. You can do the thing with these, but like I said, or like I showed, there is an invisible wall surrounding these, like the outside of these areas, so you never want to do it on these, so you always want to do it on the first one there. But yeah, I think we'll just head inside now. There's not really too much more to do down in Hyrule, except for go and fight Ganon, so I think that's what we'll be doing in the next video. thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little exploration there. I certainly did. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. So thank you for watching.